Ryan, thanks a lot. Big weekend at the Birmingham Racecourse. What a Saturday coming up. Kip Kiefer with you, along with Clayton Kiefer, who sat in with me on my radio show previously. SEC expert. We'll get to his knowledge here in just a moment. I want to tell you about the Breeders' Cup today, the Thoroughbred Racing Super Bowl going on at Santa Anita. Do not miss it. Fantastic action, a couple best bets. I like Macho Man in the big classic. The favorite will be Game On Dude. I'm going to go with the Macho Man to pull the upset. I also like Havana today in the juvenile. Gentleman's Bet in the sprint. And in the mile, let's go for Olympic Glory. That goes on along with Greyhound Racing, 2 o'clock and 7:25 on the track. And as far as football's concerned, a big day in the SEC. Clay Auburn fans think the Tigers are all the way back. You saw Arkansas 2 weeks ago. Auburn's in Fayetteville. They're an 8-point favorite. Should the Tigers be 8-point favorites over anybody in the SEC?
I kind of think so. I think I'm buying into the Auburn thing a little bit. I think I would take Auburn actually against the spread in this one.
Okay, so there you go. I'm kind of leaning the other way. I think Arkansas is going to make kind of a last stand. They've had some time to regroup. Auburn still, to me, has 4 relatively challenging games. This looks like the least of the 4, but could be a hurdle. All right, let's talk about next. Another team you saw last week, the Tennessee Volunteers against Missouri, who had that awful meltdown last week in Columbia. How do you see this game?
Tennessee looked horrible against Alabama, but really I think Tennessee's going to come out strong. I picked them against the spread, but I pick Missouri to win the game.
Yeah, it should be interesting. Tennessee's offense may have trouble with that really good Missouri front line. And plus, the Tigers might be in a little bit of a foul mood after last week. All right, let's talk about the big game in Jacksonville, Georgia, Florida. This game, really, the loser of this game is pretty much irrelevant for the rest of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. You lose, you're done. I mean, they're already struggling, both teams. But if you still want the hopes of getting to the SEC, you got to win this game, and it's huge for both teams. But I think I got to go with Georgia. Todd Gurley's back. I think they're going to win the game.
Well, if Gurley stays healthy, that certainly changes the equation. Kind of a funny year for both those teams, but this game doesn't have national implications. But for the loser of this game, they're going to be 4-4, which is kind of hard to believe.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
All right, well, that's the report. Lots of great action at the Birmingham Racecourse today. Come on out, play the Parlay Card Contest. You get the opportunity to pick winners and win big. We'll see you today at the races.